What's up guys, it's TheCasualAussie back again with another Digimon TCG video. Today I'm bringing you my Greymon deck profile for set 1. This deck has been my go-to deck ever since the game came out. Like you saw in that red deck I did back in December, that this was the direction I was trying to go with the deck. But anyway, now that set 1's out, I've got everything. The deck is fully complete, so I can go ahead and give you guys a deck profile that'll hopefully last until 1.5, and then I'll probably update it again when we do get 1.5, because Digimon and Blitz Greymon are going to make this deck so much better. But anyway, let's jump right into it. Starting off for the Digi X, I play 4 copies of Koromon, and then the 1 copy of Yokomon. So Koromon, you guys know what Koromon does. Well, it has 4 more Digi-Evolution cards under it. Your Digimon gains 1,000, so you have to get up all the way up to Mega to gain this extra 1,000. It is not reliable at all, completely not reliable, but it is probably the only decent egg we have. You're not really going to be attacking into stuff with Yokomon under you, so I mean the extra 1,000 for attacking into something you have to attack into is nice, but at the same time, you're going to want Koromon over Yokomon because this attacking into your opponent's Digimon comes up less with this deck. I cannot wait till we get Digimon. It's literally just Gilmon but an egg. It is absolutely nice. I cannot wait for that card to come out. Anyway, moving on to the rookies, we have 4 copies of the box topper Agumon, 4 copies of the starter deck Agumon. We have 2 copies of Gilmon. I should probably move this stuff over. Yes, I need to get used to actually filming deck profiles. And 2 copies of Biomon. And finally 2 copies of Monodramon. So let's talk about these guys for a brief minute. Box top Agumon, inheritable skill gives all your Greymons plus 2,000 DP. That is amazing. If this is Greymon the deck, that extra 2,000 does allow you to get in for a lot more damage and avoid dying. It is actually surprising how much this comes up. Starter deck Agumon, best generic rookie in the game, plus 1,000 during your turn to the Digimon on top of it. It's just nice. Then we got the Gilmon. We can then Agumon essentially, because you need 5 cards in your opponent's graveyard to get that boost. But hey, it's still nice. That's why we run 2 of it. And then finally 2 of each of the hard 2 drops, because we do want to play around Omnimon. That's really all they're here for it. Otherwise I would happily play 4 Biomon. But anyway, that is it for the rookies. Not much else to say about them, except those boosts, especially from box top Agumon, can come in super clutch, especially late game when you get to War Greymon. Anyway, moving on to the champions, we have 4 copies of starter deck Greymon, 4 copies of Quadramon, and then finally 4 copies of Dark Tyrannomon. I don't really have much else to say about these guys. This starter deck Greymon, that extra security attack inheritable skill it's just amazing. I'm glad I finally have 4 of this guy in this deck. And then he goes up to 5, maybe 6k with the box top Agumon, depending if you use that or the starter deck one. 6k is nice. It really is nice. Especially on a rookie, I mean not a rookie, a champion, which I mean Dark Tyrannomon can attest to because he's cheap to evolve into. And then finally we have Quadramon as the main blocker of the deck, and the only blocker in red actually. And yeah, that's just a simple, cheap champion lineup. Greymon is nice to gain that extra security attack, and honestly, that can just outright win games at some point. But anyway, moving on to the ultimates. I play 3 copies of Metal Tyrannomon, 3 copies of the starter deck Metal Greymon, and then finally 2 copies of Skull Greymon. So Metal Greymon, just 10k vanilla, can go up to 11 with Agumon, and get an extra security attack with Greymon. That's really all he's here for, just to be big and run over stuff. With this Metal Greymon, I did consider playing the booster set Metal Greymon, but I just don't like the booster set Metal Greymon. If I am being honest, and I'm talking about the common one, not the secret rare. Because that memory borrowing is nice and all, but red does not have a lot of cards that actually take a good advantage with that extra 3 memory. You're much better like hard playing Taika Miya than you are getting extra memory off of a Metal Greymon that gives 3 to your opponent. And I like this Metal Greymon's inheritable skill because it does deter blocking, giving you 3 memory, which actually comes up a lot more than you think. And then Skull Greymon is just a good 7-cost hard play that gets rid of blockers. That's really all he's here for, and he does not hurt to evolve up into, I'm going to be honest, I have evolved into him a few times, and it's just paved the path for me getting a Mega next turn, which is actually saved my butt more than once. I stand by that. It's okay to evolve into Skull Greymon if your opponent doesn't have blockers. But anyway, speaking of Megas, let's get into it. We have 4 copies of the Booster Set War Greymon, arguably the best card in the set, in my opinion, just because I love the card so much. It is it wins games. 2 copies of Volcanodramon, and then finally 2 copies of Puppetmon, the Spicy Tech. But let's talk about these guys. On the turn War Greymon is Digivolved into, he gains an extra security attack, but the really amazing thing about this guy, he does not activate security effects of options he checks. So, I'm not getting Guy Force when I attack with him, I'm not getting Hammer Spark when I attack with him, I'm not getting Flower Cannon when I attack with him, and I'm not getting Trump Sworded when I attack with him. Honestly, I love this guy. I really love this guy. He can get extra security attacks because of Greymon. He can go up to 12-13 with the Agumons. And if I evolve all the way up to him, that's 12 to 14. Yeah, 12 to 14 DP. Which still isn't enough to beat over an Omni, but hey, it's pretty damn good. It can beat over everything else. And then Volcanodramon, just a good hard play to deal with the, if your opponent starts trying to Rookie Rush you at any point in the game. Just a good hard play. Has an extra security attack, and he doesn't hurt to evolve into either if you need. And then Puppetmon, just a hard play, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon don't have suspend. Puppetmon is a clutch card. Do not sleep on Puppetmon. Respect the Puppetmon. He is powerful, he will destroy you, and when you attack with him, he gains a memory, so, hey, Red can use all the memory it needs, so, hey, an extra 1 isn't going to hurt anybody, and yet I say that an extra memory doesn't hurt anyone, but then I refuse to play the Booster Metal Greymon. I just don't like that. I just don't like the memory borrowing cards. I really just don't. But anyway, moving on to options, just 4. We have 4 copies of Guy Force, best option, doesn't need an introduction, next card. Moving on to the Tamers, we have 3 of the rare Taikamiya from the Booster set, then 1 copy of the starter deck Taikamiya. So I play this ratio mostly because I actually don't care if I draw into Booster set tie later on in the game. Like, if I can get 1 early or 1 off security, that's fine. If I draw the others, that's fine. I don't care. I like seeing this tie. Like that 3 memory at the beginning of my turn means I can play Evolve into War Greymon and attack with it in the same turn. It is a nice card. And then that extra security attack, if you go from Egg to Mega, is just great. It doesn't come up often, but when it does, it saves lives. And then this tie, just that extra 1000 boost can help you beat over your opponent's Digimon if you need, and it also helps you get over stuff like Millenniumon if one somehow gets in the security stack. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about these guys. That 3 memory is nice, the extra security attacks, and honestly, I don't brick with this tie, with these ties. I love having 3 of this tie. I have thought about cutting it down to 2, but not only would I not know what to play, but I want, as I keep saying, I want to see this tie right here. I love to see him. So that's why I play him at 3. 4 is definitely too gloggy, but 3 I do feel is the perfect number, especially with this 1 tie over here to actually give a power boost. It just works. These guys save lives at this ratio. I love them. But anyway, I think that is going to bring us to the end of the deck profile. So if you guys enjoyed this deck profile or have any questions about it down in the comments section below, please let me know there. Also let me know what deck profiles you want to see in the future, and I'll try my best to actually bring them to you guys. But anyway, there's a link to my Twitter down in the description box below, so follow me on there for more updates and uploads. But as I said, I'm going to get out of here for now, so until next time, stay frosty.